Hey guys, hope everything's going well. You guys know that drill. Smash that like button, subscribe if you haven't, comment down below. Follow me on my Instagram channel at AIH underscore sports and follow me on my finance channel at AIH Finance on YouTube. Okay, a few things I want to talk about. So I saw that shout out from Sports Card Radio. Thank you. Now, in regards to Darren Ravel seeing my video and doing or making an article based on what I was talking about V Friends and two similar characters of V Friends compared to Karen Ritchie's book, I'm not sure if Darren Ravel saw my post. Okay. There were other individuals on IG. There was what P. Ryan Collection was talking about it. So when he talked about the Determined Dolphin character, I knew there was the gorilla, something with the gorilla. And then I remember, I think it's South Park 2 on Instagram about 3 weeks ago. He was talking about that, and someone messaged me about that as well. I didn't do a video at that time because I was just doing videos constantly on chill bidding, and then I had videos going back and forth with the great curator. So my mind wasn't focused on that. I did know about that. And then when I saw P. Ryan Collection, he posted that. I'm like, okay, I got to do a quick video on this because no one's talking about it. No one's talking about shill bidding, V friends, etc. So I decided to do it. And now if Darren Ravel wrote that article based on my video and some other posts, that's just flat out crazy. Okay. Dude, that's crazy if he saw my video and did an article and then Gary Vee had to make a statement. That's just insane if that actually happened the way that way. But yeah, anyways, speaking of Gary Vee, I think this is an issue in the hobby and you could say in other aspects of life. And I'll talk about it again. I talked about 3, 4 weeks ago, and it's the cult of positivity. And in my opinion, a lot of people that like Gary Vee, even though he may talk about some decent things, this is the problem. And some people will not like it. Some people will unsubscribe, hit the dislike button. Well, oh well. I tell you what I believe, and sometimes people don't like it. Some big followers or some people with big Instagram followers unsubscribe because I was bashing V friends. I'm like, okay, it is what it is, right? I tell you what I think. I'm not here to appease anyone. Anyone, anyways, I see on Google the cult of positivity. This is the movement that says we need to grit our teeth and smile, commit to unshakable optimism, deny difficult facts, and suppress any thoughts or feelings that don't conform to the expectations that the positive belief system demands. Okay? This completely relates to, in my opinion, why people haven't been able to call out Gary Vee. That's one of the reasons. There's other reasons too, or not even call out, just even talk about this issue. This issue, in my opinion, has been, you know, only a few people have discussed this, right? Like I told you on those Instagram channels, Sports Card Radio talked about it today. Darren Ravel wrote an article about it, but it's been really quiet about this. Or a lot of influencers have been quiet about this. Maybe they like Gary Vee so much that they're in denial of this fact, or two, they may want to do a collaboration with him, so that's why they are really quiet. And this extreme optimism, I believe, has hurt people in the hobby. Now, don't get me wrong, being positive in your personal life has its benefits, and you can't be too negative. For instance, my wife has some relatives that are very negative. Sure, they've had a lot of terrible things happen to them, but you know, they were full of despair. They were really negative, and they didn't try to take that negative and turn it into a positive. And they're in the situation they are because they didn't help themselves out. So yes, you can't be overly negative, but on the other hand, you can't be overly positive. And this has hurt the hobby because I see content creators and some people still say that if you are negative, you should basically be out of this hobby. And two, that it is very bad for prices if you are negative. And I can't believe people actually say this because it has to deal with basic economics. And I was talking to Rolling with FD the other day, right? And I do believe that if the person isn't a scammer, I believe that, it's fine to have conversations with individuals, right? And that's what I'm going to do in some podcasts in the future, right? I'm slowly bringing people on. I'm still I still don't trust many people in this hobby, but I'm slowly gonna bring people on. But regardless, I don't want to be in my echo chamber, just simply put. But regardless, in regards to um, what's going on in the sports card arena, I've talked about it numerous times, right? 2020, they're printing money like crazy. You're stuck at home, no sports games. It was a perfect recipe for sports cards going up. And then now we have what? The Federal Reserve now unwinding their balance sheet. And yesterday they raised interest rates, short term interest rates, by 50 basis points. So, yeah, they're cutting off the gravy train. They're cutting off that monopoly money. And that doesn't mean the sky's going to fall. It just means that you're going to have a gradual appreciation of some high net worth cards or high end cards, in my opinion, or if a player exceeds expectations. So, long story short, this cult of positivity prevents people from even discussing these individuals like Gary Vee and talking about, hey, did this dude really steal the pictures, or did it happen to be a coincidence, right? Nobody was talking about this 3 4 weeks ago when I was just really ticked off about the shill bidding of VeeFriends, even though some people are saying, hey, well, who cares about this? I'm like, hey, if they're doing it with this, they're doing it with other cards. And I talked about Mahomes too. That card was shilled like crazy. And I saw another auction with the Optic Holo PSA 10 the other day. Got shilled. Same price. They're hitting it at what, 3,200 bucks for that PSA 10 or his rookie card. So regardless, this cult of positivity prevents people from examining the reality of what's going on. And in my opinion, it is very detrimental if you're just looking from a price action point of view. It's very detrimental when people don't know the basic fundamentals of collectibles and sports cards. And then on top of it, are blaming people like me for prices not going higher. And they can't even discuss Gary Vee, whether or not he had engaged in that hanky panky, right? So, long story short, this cult of positivity is harming the hobby. And in my opinion, people, in my opinion, should be more objective. Be more objective. I believe that that will be beneficial in the long run. And then you could probably think more clearly. That's just my opinion. I know some people won't like this, but these are my thoughts, guys. Anyways, let me know what you think. Smash that like button, subscribe if you haven't, comment down below, guys. Thank you. Bye.